I can't believe what I just did. I had to go dive into another truck just to back it in the loading dock. Nah, that green one right there, that Cascadia. I can't believe what I just did. Nah, one of them had the fall in my visor. My visor, I heard something boom. It sounded like a boom touched the truck. It sounded like a boom touched it, but one of them came up and pushed the visor up against my truck, right? Without my consent. So it's like I said, what happened? He said, don't worry about it. We're just trying to back in. They don't speak English anyway, so one of them is, the other one was Hispanic, one of them is Haitian. I just backed that green Cascadia into the loading dock for them. I mean, they couldn't get it in, so they said, why don't you go ahead and try it? I said, I don't want to get in trouble. I mean, if it's all right with you, yeah. So I did it. So I actually went in another owner-operator truck. I mean, damn, man, I swear. Nah, I was scared of getting my truck hit, you know, so it's like I had to come out the truck and help him out. I did not want nothing happening to this truck because my boss ain't gonna be nice. He's gonna jump out of his skin and get all paranoid and everything, you know. So I said, man, I was there trying to tell him to turn it this way, turn it that way, but you know, one or two of them couldn't listen. Just like 3 guys tried it behind the wheel, so they couldn't do it. So I kept telling them, just hold the wheel this way and then come back straight. You know, let it jackknife so it can avoid hitting the other truck. So now they insist on me trying it, so I just tried it. It took me a few minutes. I had to get it out of that bad position, and I finally backed it in. I just got my hands in another truck that's not even mine. Well, anyway, you know, shit happens, man. It's like as of right now, I've been in this loading dock since yesterday, man. It is now, what, close to 4? No, wait a minute. I've been in this loading dock since 6:38 p.m. last night. 6:38. I came here about 22 minutes early before my delivery time. My delivery time was 7 p.m., which is 1900 o'clock. I came here 16:38 o'clock. No, wait a minute. 3800 o'clock. So I've been in here since last night, all the way up till today. I was scheduled to pick up another load between 12 and 1400 o'clock. It didn't happen. They said that, well, I called my dispatcher and he said they're behind in schedule, and that's the reason why it's taking them long to get to my truck. So I've been on the only truck that's sitting in the whole terminal since yesterday. So now I'm stuck right here. Not only that, if I could find it, because I'm using a cell phone, I can't. Trying to find my time here. I don't want nobody looking at my password, excuse me. Oh, I'm in South Carolina anyway. I'm in South Carolina. Hold on. All right. Hold on a second. What time is it? 4:41. 4:41 p.m. I've been here yesterday since 6:38 p.m. and it's now today So I've been here more than 24 hours now. It's my first time getting hung up for this long. I don't recall staying in the loading dock for more than a day, man. This is my first time in my life. I'm gonna ask them if I could bobtail. Yo, there goes my generator right there for charging up my truck. Let me give you an update on what's happening to that black Volvo of mine. It seemed like, yeah, it's catching up. It's more like I didn't get a chance to finish it. So far, I got the brand new lift pump on. Then, what else? I spent $976 for brand new die-hard batteries. They were, what is it, 1155s? 1155 something CC T, no, wait a minute, 31T size. It's one of them special expensive ones. It's almost $200 a piece, $200 per battery. It's like $198 for $197 for each battery, somewhere about that. I ordered them from Advanced Auto Parts website on last week Sunday, and I picked them up in the same day last week Sunday. I picked them up about 3-4 hours later. I ordered them around 5:30 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday morning, and I picked them up in the same day. I actually used this truck and bobtail, this white Kenworth, to go pick them up. I stashed them all over here, like from the microwave all the way to the generator. And let me tell you what happened to the other ones. The ones that were brand new when you saw me first, when I first bought the truck and you saw me hooking up the new ones inside of that Volvo of mine. Those were somebody else's battery, but they didn't need them. They were brand new, and it cranked the truck up pretty fast, and it stayed strong. It got brutalized because of the lift pump situation and the amount of hard cranking it did. It chopped the cells down to size. So when I took the batteries to the Advanced Auto Parts for core charge, they said each one of them was like below average. So the amount of time I've been using that generator and that battery charger, that black battery charger y'all saw me using, it was a waste of time. It brought the battery up like 50%, but it wasn't good enough. When you crank it, the charge doesn't hold. So the cells was dead. The cells was brutalized. It couldn't come back. So yes, I bought new batteries at the right perfect time and the right perfect reason. So those batteries, yeah, I already got $100. I got $100 core charge for it. So them brand new ones, they're high tech. You know, they're very, what do you call it? Them is the more highly improved, intense types. They're not ordinary, regular batteries. And it has 185 minutes of, I forgot, 185 minutes of something. I forgot what it was. 185 minutes of charging time or something like that. You know, stabilized charging, you know, like whatever accessories you use, like the dome lights, the laptop computer, the, you know, whatever it is, accessories that you use. And I did find a very expensive battery charger that's seriously made for commercial vehicles. It's Fleet One or Fleet Guard or something like Fleet something. It's one of them blue ones. And that one has 60, 70, 80, and 100 amps worth of charge. And what was it? 280 amps of something else. I forgot. I think it's Jumpstart. I don't remember. And that was the second expensive. The third cheapest one was $750. The one I just mentioned is $1,058 for that one. But the thing is, I found a better way out. I could buy it if I want, but not right now. The what do you call it? Um, yeah, them new batteries I bought that I picked up. I bought from the website and picked it up at Advance in West Chicago, Advance Auto Parts store. Um, at that same store where I picked up them brand new batteries from the website. They said that they'll charge them up for free. They'll charge them up for free. It's free of charge. Like back in the early days, earlier years, like around 2015, when I was like homeless in my minivan, I used to send my battery over there and pay like maybe $10 to get it charged up. I'll sit, I'll like stand around the auto parts store and wait 30 minutes, and they'll fast charge it, slow charge it, or whatever. So I'll pick the battery up and walk back to my minivan and get it, excuse me, get it going. Another thing, um, since I'm all the way out here in South Carolina, I it seemed like I'm gonna be spending the entire the entire Friday right here. So the thing is, all I can say is I'm gonna have to stick it out here for 2 weeks because my paycheck got kind of chopped down the size a little bit. It didn't go too low. It stopped out 1,646, something like that. $1,646. So I came back up to 2,000. Yeah, today is Friday, so I got a paycheck. I got a $4.95 paycheck. Not so bad. I think it was off of one load. One load was worth $4.95. Two loads up to 1,000, somewhere like that. So what else? All right, I got brand new, high improved batteries. I got a brand new lift pump already put on about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. What else is ready? Needed. When I get back, all I gotta do is take the batteries back out of my. Oh yeah, I forgot. One of them battery nuts actually got seized up. It got stuck. It got cross-threaded or it was bad. So I use the bolt cutter. I actually use this bolt cutter right here to sever it. I only chopped off the top half and the rest of it's still there. So I did order some nut splitters, bolt splitters. They turn. It's like they got a ring. It's got a ring-shaped hole, and it's got something that you twist. It got a hydraulic on twist. It goes straight up like that. You keep turning it, and it will come down on the nut and this keep caving in on it until it cracks. So there's like an assortment of pieces, about 8 to 10 pieces, or maybe 7, I don't know. And I just ordered that one on the website sometime yesterday. So that one will arrive Tuesday. A whole bunch of other stuff, including a new jacket and all that. All that other stuff came from Amazon. So the thing is, I ain't gonna be in Chicago probably till next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. But anyways, I had to stick it back out. Like I had to stay out another 2 weeks. I already spent 1 week out, and I got a paycheck already. So today's Friday. Oh, I came out. All right, I left Sunday bobtailing, and then I arrived at Utility over there in Omaha, Nebraska. I left West Chicago, came down on I-80 West to Omaha to pick up this brand new trailer I'm on right now. And yeah, brand new trailer. I picked it up. I'm the first one to hook up to it. And what else? That was on a Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I made it all the way over here. So now, since I'm hung up in this loading dock, it's going to be, today's Friday, and tomorrow going to be Saturday. So, I got one more week to spend out here for another paycheck. And then, oh yeah, I forgot. I missed something out. Yes, the DPF canister, the DPF unit itself. It is, I already saw the video of how I saw a bunch of Mexicans taking apart that they got a DPF inside of their Volvo, just exactly like mine. I was watching them on a laptop computer. I saw it on YouTube. It looks exactly like the one I have, and it's just the way I thought it would, except you slide the filter piece. It's like the filters right here, and the side, the barrel side, like it slides down into the bottom half of the unit. I don't know, maybe I could show it. I don't know. I already got the Wi-Fi hooked up. I don't mind giving you some kind of idea. If you don't mind, I gotta type my own password in. I don't feel like letting nobody see it. Alright, what the hell was I looking for? Yeah, I saved it. And here it is. I saved it. Damn. Yo, man, let me go down. Wait a minute. I'm not so sure. Hold up. Let me turn this on. Alright, never mind. I was gonna plug it into the CD player so you could hear it. Alright, you're taking the ring off. Them rings, them brand new ones. The previous owner got some brand new ones, 2 of them. 2 black ones. They're kind of rubber like. They're like hard rubber. They're thin. Got a pack of brand new ones, 2 of them, and they haven't been touched or used. It's still got the plastic wrap over it. It's like a flat cardboard. It's got them black insulator rings. It's one of them rubber types. And it's like pasted and sealed up. It has been used one time. I still got it on that truck. The previous owner, he bought that. I guess he had ideas of replacing the filter. But now since I took over and own the truck, I'm going to finish it. They're fixing to take off. They're going to slide it off. They're going to slide it off. That bottom half. I'm going to show you a picture of mine. I took a picture of it. And the DPF treatment that I've been pouring, let me tell you a bad mistake I made. I was there typing and talking to, what do you call it? I was doing a chat session with MSN, right? Somebody was on the receiving end. And I told him why my lift pump went out. I had poured too much of that DPF treatment in it, but I did not follow instructions accordingly. They say you're supposed to drive it at a higher RPM, but you got to drive it longer. I did stop and go driving, and I let it sit. So not only that, I went ahead and exaggerated a little bit. And the DPF on the can, the part where it says heavy duty for diesel engines, it says it can treat up to 130 gallons. I'm thinking it knocked out the lift pump. I even asked Emerson what's inside the lift pump, like what kind of components does a lift pump has, because I'm visualizing or fantasizing about some diaphragm or some piece of rubber or plastic that's sensitive to certain chemicals, and when it gets weak, it doesn't work anymore. So they said it's more like I tried to ask if it's like is it an electrical motor with magnets surrounding it and copper windings, and they said, yes, that's correct. So, And it has a shaft sticking downwards or sticking upwards, since you got to turn it upside down. A shaft with an impeller vane like a propeller that spins around in a circle, and it pulls fuel from the tank and pushes fuel into the main fuel pump lines. Yeah, well, into the main fuel pump. Because the fuel pump it's not good enough. So they invented a lift pump. So nobody knows for sure, but my guess, I'm not really guessing. I'm using my intelligence. I think that that DPF treatment, the ones that I used that said it treats up to 130 gallons, I don't think I used it right. And not only that, MSN said the same thing. If you put too much treatment in there, it can damage the nylon. There's a nylon diaphragm or some kind of propeller, some kind of nylon ingredient in it. And he says it can make the lift pump work much harder until it wears out. So I'm thinking that's what it did. And it said it can clog up the filters also, the fuel filters. So it's like now since I got a fresh new lift pump, let me tell you another part why the batteries went out. All of that excess cranking, switching from fuel filter to fuel filter to fuel filter to fuel filter so many times, plus the lift pump being bad. The lift pump went out because of the DPF treatment. I'm guessing probably that's what it is, even though that truck has a lot of old parts. All of that brutalized the battery and went to waste. So it's better if I start over fresh in my direction. Whatever I see on the website that's good for me, to suit my convenience, I buy it. Now my mechanic, he's saying $189. That when I random select some other battery before the die-hard batteries from Advanced Auto, the highly improved ones that I said. He said $189 is kind of pricey. I could sell you brand new batteries for $136. I said, no, let me go in my own direction. You see, nobody ain't gonna know what you want or what I want. I'm looking for the best for my truck. I don't care how old it is. It's my personal merchandise. I treat it a certain way. So, in his eyes, he don't really see it. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with me saving some money, but I'm not in the same shoes like anybody else. You know what I mean? If I feel like I want to spend $2,000 on a set of batteries, that's my business. But the truth is, I really paid $976 somewhere for those batteries. $900 for all four of them. It is kind of high. So I would be spending probably $600 for 4 if they were cheaper, maybe 7. About 7. It wouldn't be 6, probably 7. 7 plus. Alright, they're fixing to take it off. He's loosening the strap. I never took mine off before. I'm just learning. It looks easy to do, I really think it is. The hard part is probably cracking them nuts for the straps, because it's rusty and stuff. Alright, watch this. I'm fixing to stop it.
This is number 2.
So you mark it. You mark the strap. Right. I better think about that when I do that. You see, now he's pulling it out. I'm going to show you on Amazon. Watch. See, slide it out. I knew it would look something like that. Because the one I got is exactly like it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Download history. Let me see if I could random select something. It's one of them downloads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me check this one out. Yeah, land on the money. Wild guess. Here it is. That bottom side, that's it right there. You could tell by looking at it. Double check something real quick. Hold up. That bottom piece, that's that. This section right here, he just pulled it out. You saw the part where he lifted up? Let me show you. You see part of his hands right there? Yeah, that part right there. Hold up. That's this section. The next one, hold up. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, I used to think it was 3 pieces. It's actually 4. 1, 2. Never mind that next strap right here. That one, I already saw where that one goes. That's not a part of it. That's just a mounting strap for the entire unit, like the entire DPF unit itself, the whole piece, from top to bottom. That's just there to hug it on, hold it up against the chassis. This one up here, that's for the top. Get the hell out of the way. This one right here is just for the top section. They're fixing to show you how they took it apart. I mean, they're going to show you the pieces anyway. Let me hurry up and fast forward it. Okay. Let me interrupt you real quick. I'm going to show it to you on Amazon. There it is. Damn, I can't believe I left it open. That's the one from Amazon. 1,700. Usually them things will cost up to $2,000 and $3,000. This one's kind of cheap. 1,700. Here it is. That section right there, that's the bottom part. This is the top. Actually, that's the top part of this piece. That's not the top of the DPF. It's actually the bottom piece, but this is the top section of the bottom piece. This is the bottom section of the bottom piece. So this right here from the rim or the lip going straight back, it goes straight from here all the way down into that. That's how that goes. And this is the main filter itself. So that filter, all right, this top section right here, all of this right here is actually, it stops right there. Like, hold up. I don't know if I could do it. Like, let me see if I could do a better job. All right. This section right here is actually this piece right here. From here to here. The filter stops, it starts from right here and stops right here. Like right there and right there. The rest of that, from right here going backwards, you're talking about from right here going downwards. So the rest of this right here got to go slide down into that bottom half. Now, hold up for a second. That's one piece. And they're fixing to show you from right here to right here. All right, so this is one piece, the entire bottom. 2, then 3 from right there to right there, and then 4 from the strap all the way up. That's 4 pieces. That middle strap, don't let that confuse you. That's just there to hug it onto the chassis. That has nothing to do with it. So it's really easy. I think I could fix it. I had doubts about the lift pump. I didn't think it was possible, man. I thought, my mechanic said, yeah, that will be a pain in the ass, all right. You're going to have to remove the front tire. You're going to have to remove the left wheel and expose the axle. And then you're going to have to remove the fender splash guard and the brackets that hold it up. And a whole bunch of stuff. I said, hell no, I'm not going to go through that. So I told y'all, I lay down flat on my chest, on my sternum, and my stomach, laying down on top of the valve cover of the engine and sticking the top of my head way up underneath the firewall. And I had to lengthen my arms, like stretch my arm downwards like King Kong and start turning the nuts. And that's how I took off the lift pump and put it on. I didn't have to take nothing myself except the wires that go up into the fuel injector actuators and the bracket and the EGR shield, heat shield, and that's it. That was the minor easy stuff. All right, let's finish this. All right, so far, he took that piece off. That's a silver piece that I showed you on Amazon. This one looks different because it's all rusty and old. It's like decades old and stuff.
Esos tres se van a limpiar. ¿Cómo sabes?
All right, that part, that's the top section. That's this part right here. That muffler, that's on the other side. It's way over the other side. Maybe I could show you, I don't know. I know it's somewhere. Let me see what this is. I know I took another picture. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try this one. Nah, that's not it. That's a delta sensor. That's not it. That's part of it. Yeah, maybe this will do. This, a mechanic said that was the dozer. The dozer dozer valve. And this right here, here goes a pipe. Here goes that piece going to that top section. That might not be all of it. Let me try this right. Here it is. That's it right there. That's the rest of it. That's the top piece. And that's what it is right there. All right, go ahead. Hold it.
¿Cómo sabes?
It looks like 2 filters to me, but I guess that's the only one. It probably is 2 of them. I hope not.
¿En cuánto se toma? Se toma como 3-4 horas el mediodía.
All right.
Okay.
I guess that's it.
Le voy a dejar saber al Mike y Tony.
All right, so far, I guess that's it. So, really, my number one problem was actually this. If I had thought ahead of time, let me tell you how I managed to find the exact part, just like how I did. Let me tell you how I found the right exact fit for, the lift pump. Let me tell you how I found the exact fit for the lift pump. At first, you can't tell what shape or what size it is. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna shrink this. Close it out. Let me see orders. Every time I touch something, another page comes up. That's it right there. Yeah, this is it. You gotta type the engine serial number up here first, and then the name of the product you want. Like if I want a timing actuator, well, you could get that. You type 76 whatever number. You gotta have the serial number for the engine first. Or you could go by the serial number for certain parts. You could type the VIN number in there too, and then the name of the product that you want. And that's how I got this. I only paid this what, $63. So there it is right there. And so far, when I had this one up on the engine, plugged it in, As soon as I turn the ignition switch, you can hear it buzzing. The buzz on this one, it sounds a little different because it's newer. It sounds a little higher. But the old one, sometimes it gets weak and it kind of, it got that little weak buzz inside it. Then sometimes it will come back strong, then weak again, then strong. Let me see if I can find something else. Hold up. Oh, here it is. Here's another thing I ordered. That's a gasket for the lift pump. That is out of the truck. This brand new one. Yes, I actually put it in the drawer, in the cabinet drawer inside my truck. The thing is, I guess I forgot to order this with the lift pump, with the new one. You see all them rubber seals and stuff? Right. Well, I had used a scraper. Well, on the old one, I had used a scraper to scrape all the grit or whatever, to make it smooth again. Because if you don't put it on when it's smooth, if you got like a knot somewhere and you bolt it on, you might get some kind of leak coming from it. I mean, a truck can actually drive down the road with a leaking fuel filter. Fuel could gush out all over the engine and cover the entire floor. You could drive maybe 5 miles or so. But the thing is, you're going to be wasting X amount of money of fuel. Just don't do it anyways. I'm just telling you it's possible. But this one has all the rubber seals around the rims and stuff. I forgot to order one, so I ordered it after I bolted on new lift pump. That's when I ordered that. So I got it right next to me. I got it on standby just in case if I get a chance to crank that engine. And if I see any leak, if I see any fuel leaking, at least I got this. So I'm going to have to take the lift pump back off and unplug it and then put this on. But right now, it's wearing the old gasket and it's got the new lift pump on it. So I got this one in standby. I'll be covered. All right, let me see what else. Here it is. Since I got a messed up battery nut, that would be the nut splitter right there. And also, yes, I already checked out one of the mechanics up in north central Chicago, like Elk Grove, Illinois, which is right the top side of Chicago. Somewhere like Des Plaines, Illinois, where the Volvo dealership is at. They said $110 per hour for labor. $110 an hour for labor charge. At that Volvo dealership that I went to about 2 to 3 times, I paid $300 per hour. Luckily for me, within 1 hour, I spent $300 just for them to put on a part or so. So that was just luck. $300 was pretty affordable, but it still does not sound right. I don't want to be paying $300 an hour. So $110 an hour, or $110 an hour at this foreign truck shop where the Europeans are at. They yes, I asked how much. As a matter of fact, I asked how much for labor to take out the sliding clutch out of the gearbox, out of the transmission. I got a 13-speed tranny, and it's a 2011 Volvo. How much would it cost to take the sliding clutch out? He said they have to take it to a machine shop and then bring it back to their shop. And that's when I'll pay for it. So he said $110. It sounds a lot better. At first, I random selected, like I was there imagining or fantasizing about the labor charge for them private mechanic shops compared to the dealership will be like $150, right? I was close. You'll be better off if I said $150, but it's even much better. They said $110. So that, I don't have to be all that scared anymore. I don't need to worry about high price or whatever. So, I'll say the next thing I'm gonna purchase online, because the last one was a nut splitter. The one before that was a generator, was it? No, that was a fuel. Let me see. I think that was a generator. No, wait a minute. The next one before that was a die-hard battery charger. Then the generator came first. Yeah, the generator came first. And then before that was a lift pump gasket. And then before that was a lift pump. So now, let me see, the last two things I just ordered. I just bought me a $976 set of batteries and that nut splitter. So one more thing I gotta go after is the canister, the DPF filter, the DPF filter. That one, and then while I'm out here, like if I come out here another week, let's see, I'm at 2,000. Come out here another week, I might just go ahead and purchase. No, the thing is that thing is like close to $2,000. I want to chop myself down, sir. All right, I'll tell you what. While I'm out here right now, one more week for one more paycheck. Then after that week, I'm gonna go back, take another week off to try and get that try and get the battery charged at the auto parts store, then put it back into the truck, and then try to manually start it. Plus I got starting fluid. I bought me some extra starting fluid. So since I got a fresh lift pump, the next smartest thing I might want to do before I do that is throw some more fresh fuel into that truck. Because all of that DPF treatment I threw in there, yes, I'm going to have to throw a lot more in there. No, a lot more fuel by itself. Now, excuse me if I sound dangerous. I didn't mean a lot more DPF treatment. I meant I'm going to have to throw extra fresh fuel to, loosen up and douse all of that stuff. Plus, I'm afraid that I don't really like spending money, but I don't have a choice. I would just have to say I would have to refresh them two filters, the fuel filter and the what do you call it? The water separator filter. The one on the right and the one on the left side of the engine. Gonna have to refresh them again. And concerning the DPF, the fuel is already contaminated with X amount of it. It's not gonna knock out the new one so fast. The new what do you call it? Lift pump. It shouldn't knock it out so fast because I'm gonna put fresh filters on there. Put some more fuel in there. Then try to crank the engine up and let it idle for a while. Let it run. Just for the fuel system to catch up. So when I cut the key off, then it started to crank it up again and let it run. Let it run for a couple of seconds just to make sure. Because once you pull the filters off of the truck or fuel pump or whatever, once you disconnect the fuel line some kind of way, it's gonna leave some air pockets in there or something inside the lines. It's gonna take quite a bit of pressure to make that connection again. You gotta keep the connection steady. So when you cut the engine off, you don't have to worry about it. As soon as you start it, it just fires up just like a car or a motorcycle. That's because you didn't that's because you already got the thing circulated and caught up. That's all I'm probably gonna do. The rest of the way, I'm just gonna let it idle for a good long while, and then that's it. After I put in the fresh filters, both of them. Let it idle for a good while and catch up to itself, and that's it. I'm not gonna put any more fuel treatment in there for two good reasons. Number one, I already contaminated the fuel with too much of it. Number two, even if that contaminated fuel can do the job, even if it does knock out the old soot inside of the old filter, I ain't gonna keep it. Forget it. Because it does work. That after treatment, that fuel treatment, the DPF, it does work 100%. It's just that I didn't do it right. Now you might say, suppose if I follow instructions this time and did it right way, yes, it will probably, you might say I might save some money. It's possible if I did it the right way, but guess what? I don't feel like going through that no more. I know I can do it, but that thing is so dinosaur old, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that $1,700 filter I just saw, and let's just kick some ass the right way, if you don't mind. Instead of me sticking with the same old, even if it did, let's say, I'm gonna go back over here.
¿Cómo va?
All right. Let's say that DPF treatment did this to my canister, my filter, the same way as that. Let's say it knocked out most of it in the middle, but some of it on the sides. So that means that truck can run 100% good, right? Not bad. I don't have a problem with that. The thing is, I'd rather take the whole friggin' thing out and put a brand new one in. This way I got extra freedom. I don't have to put no more canister. No more DPF treatment and, fudge up the components again. I'm not saying it will anyway, but I don't want to go through that. I'd rather start over fresh and have X amount of years in life. I don't want to go through that. I got confidence that it could work if I did it right way and follow instructions. I don't feel like wasting my time. I want to put the best on my truck, so I'm going to get a brand new one. It's worth it. All right, in a while, I'm going to cut this off. Yeah, I got two different choices. I could do it the right way, like pour, let's say, all right, I'm going to pump fuel into both tanks, at least maybe full, and pour one can to take care of 130 gallons. And then drive it on a long, wide open stretch until you clear it out. That's the right way to do it. That's one way. They also say that you can clean it by sticking a spray wand inside it and spraying in there. I forgot. I guess pressurize it or drive it. I don't know. And another way, you can replace the filter. It might be a lot of hard work. I'd rather do it that way. My best way, well, out of them 2 or 3 ways, my best option is to take the filter out and put the brand new one in. You got extra life. You got total cleanness. The sensors and the computer would regen. You would hardly do a regen at all. It's much better that way. All right, man, I'm gonna have to cut away because this place is getting noisy. So that's all I could think of for right now. Don't forget, I had to go jump into somebody else's truck and help them back into a loan and that. But anyways, all right, I'll check y'all later.